When we are starting a data analytics division 10 years back, so our vision is to democratize data to all the people. That is right data to the right people at the right time.
Most of the organizations that we work with pretty much have the same challenge, and honestly no one is at fault over there. Basically what happens is that each and every department within an organization tends to grow at a different pace digitally. Sales will come up with their CRM, finance have their own ERP systems, warehouse brings in their WMS, and TMS comes up with for the transportation departments. It solves the problem at that time. No one have any sort of issues, it generates the insights. But fast forward a few years, the system doesn't talk with each other. For a CEO or a CXO who wants the insight, what's going to happen in the next quarter? No one really knows. The department one comes up with a spreadsheet, other comes up with a dashboard, but doesn't really talk with each other. The person who needs those insights is the one who's really running in the blind.
Making data usable was a bit challenging because when we collect data from various sources, the availability of data, right, converting data into right form when it is in a usable format, that was a challenge, and our team really solved that challenges.
What we do is that we don't come up with a new tool, we don't come up with a new set of dashboards. What we come up is with a strategy to say that, hey, how do we make these data to interact with each other? How do we build those pipelines? How do we govern the data? Well, the first step for us is to show, right, not to talk. We come up with something like a rapid prototyping, right? It's to showcase what is really happening at the backend. So what the client gets is that they get to see what's really happening on that particular aspect. So we get our trust over there, the trust gets built out, and from there on, the foundation gets built.
This is a problem we see with many of our clients on a day-to-day basis. The forecast is using a classical inference where you extrapolate using the past, but a more accurate way to do would be to use past signals and current signals and make what is known as a Bayesian inference, where you take details like holidays, weather, paydays, festivals, right? All these are current signals which are important for forecasting.
When we incorporate AI, the AI is as good as how the data is being there, right? So the reliable the data is, the AI is more reliable on that particular aspect.
So it's not just a one-day effort. So it was a kind of compounding effort we put for last 10 years. We built so many use cases, so many case studies that we worked on. So we built a solid foundation. One of the most important aspects is the team composition, right? Data engineers, data scientists, especially from data scientists come from various premium institutes with PhD experience in the mathematics. They don't really depend on the existing models. They build their own algorithms. What are the industry needed? Any business problem use cases that you provide, we will able to solve the business problems using our mathematical algorithms.
We move forward with the client to think away from reacting to the past to more to think about what's going to happen in the future, and to move more towards how do we shape those future aspects.